Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to participate in this kind of behavior again. So are you ready? All right, Mr. Wood, come up. Mr. Wood, you were charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On July 5th, 2022, the complainant told officers that the defendant was terminated for intoxication and attendance issues. The complainant believed that it was clear to the defendant was not to return to the physical location of the business. The defendant returned a few weeks later, requesting money from an employee, spoke with a manager to say his termination was not fair, and the defendant approached employees while they were on break, and employees stated the defendant was making them feel uncomfortable. The complainant told the defendant not to come back to the property, and the defendant stated he understood. Approximately a week later, the complainant was walking to his vehicle in the parking lot at the location, saw the defendant inside his vehicle. The defendant had snapped the side view mirrors off the vehicle.
So just a trespass, no.
Just trespass.
All right, Mr. Wood, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to this location. Do you understand? If I find that you violate these conditions, if you pick up a new case, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Your bond amount is set at $100 now. So he has not made bond, right? Okay. I will give you a PR bond today, Mr. Clark. I'm sorry, Mr. Wood, but I'm not going to give you another one. If I find that you're a danger to my city in any way, I don't care. I have a place for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So for now, what I'll have you do is, do you have a lawyer today?
I do not, Your Honor.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Do not, Your Honor.
Okay, I can have you fill out an application for a court-appointed lawyer. I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. I need to know everything about you, how much money you have in the bank, what you do for a living, any source of income, what kind of car you drive, money in the bank, stocks, bonds, IRAs, mutual funds, anything.
Got documentation.
Okay, well, no, I need you to fill out my application.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you take your seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on. So can you file, no, going back to this location, please? No weapons.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and sign for your receipt, please. All right, thank you.
Who's the other arraignment?
Mr. Rodriguez, and I saw counsel earlier out here. I know he's here.
Got it. Okay. Mr. Garvey,
Yes, Your Honor.
good morning, sir.
How are you, Judge?
What's going on with you? Who do you have someone with us today?
Yes, Jada Edwards, Your Honor. This was reset to consider whether there was going to be a dismissal. She has a pretrial diversion contract, and she has submitted the paperwork that her completion of the theft class. And this was set for this possible dismissal.
I don't see an Edwards.
Can you get a cause number? I believe it's on the document.
I'm sorry, 254-237-8010.
On docket tomorrow.
Okay. Do you have all the corresponding documents for the diversion?
Yes, they were e-filed, Your Honor.
This is 22.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna have them take a look at it real quick, okay? Give me a second, I'll let you know.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks. Great. They're going to dismiss it now, Mr. Garvey.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Sure, bye-bye.
Yeah, that's fine.
Morning, Mr. Ramirez. Ready?
Rodriguez.
Wendy Rodriguez, come up, please. Good morning, Ms. Rodriguez. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On March 4th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a minor accident at 17th block and is arrived to serve. The officer made contact with a witness who stated she heard and saw the defendant, the driver, and saw occupant of the vehicle, sideswiped a parked motor vehicle. The officer noted the vehicle was parked incorrectly facing the opposite way. The witness stated she believes the defendant is intoxicated, and the defendant stated she hit the motor vehicle while driving as she took her eyes off the road when trying to retrieve her cell phone, which fell to the floor. The defendant stated she remained on scene because she wanted to make it right with the owner. The officer observed slurred speech and swaying, and the defendant admitted to having drinks earlier in the day. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted and the HGN test began, however, was suspended at the defendant's request due to high winds. The defendant was placed under arrest for suspicion of DWI and was transported to the jail. Standard field sobriety tests were then conducted at the jail. HGN 6 out of 6, walking turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read DIC and consented to provide breath. The first sample came back deficient and the second sample came back unacceptable. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Well, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs, your bond will be revoked. You'll go into custody. I'm also now placing a restriction on your license. You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, then likewise, you will go to jail. We send notice to DPS of this restriction and this requirement so that if you're caught driving a vehicle, it doesn't matter where it is. Every officer in this state will know that you're required to have an interlock. So if you're caught driving a vehicle, they will arrest you. You've got a great lawyer here. Listen to him. He'll take care of you. Because you have him, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with him. He'll tell you when you have to come back to court. For now.
She's already had the interlock installed.
Wonderful. Okay, so you're just always not much of anything. Just stay in contact with him. He'll tell you what to do. We'll just have you sign a reset and then you're on your way. Okay, thanks.
Just like,
Good to see you, Enrique.
how is May 13, 2014?
That week.
Tuesday through Thursday, the 13th would have been. Yeah, she'll be waived, so all right, go ahead and sign your reset. So Lucy, are you ready? Yes. All right, go ahead and see if pre-trial behind the doctor.
And check in with them. And with all those questions we have. And once all on. And then, so you have the. Well, the rest of you have Would you mind after the docket today, we do that autograph? We got a bow tie. Sorry. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. If I get another bond violation, I'm gonna scream. Is Josh still here or no?
We had a couple of cases on docket.
He's got a BVR that we need to. Shut up. Another one. Another one.
Okay. I'm sure he'll be right back.
Are they on docket today, Judge?
No, but I'm putting them off for Monday.
Like, oh my gosh.
It's almost like considered like a net time style, like the football, like the football, you know, get that, and that's what we're doing. You know, like shit's all in there.
You were larger.
Yeah, she had to.
Serrano. Next one on the third night.
Oh, gee.
I would have blocked the rear. Make a military.
What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joshua Jones from yesterday, his drug test was negative.
I think that really the right way to do it is to do a TRAS to see. Can we send him now?
Yeah, I mean, if the TRAS, is that something where depending on what it says, you would, okay, we can
I
do
think
it.
that, because I just don't know how to go forward with that. I don't know if that's the appropriate one to just slap him with 2 convictions and just send him on his way. You know, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Let's send him for a TRAS, see what they recommend, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
This is one of the years, right? Yes. Well, he should. I just think. Over the line.
You have 2 APIs, criminal
447.
trespass and criminal.
That one is 62. That's for the assault bodily.
Which one?
That one is 64. And. No, because they're all the federal, I'm just trying to figure out.
Took a plea in 2 billion. And none of this case. Oh, no, it was a transfer. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was transferred to us.
Yeah, because one of the ADR was, we put the wrong rule in the. Yeah, this one's, yeah, so I have no workers that
Hey, Miss Judge. Signing stuff in the queue again, Judge.
Which exactly did you say?
Look at the bond conditions on the top.
Joshua?
The bond conditions for Randall.
Randall?
Right here.
You can step over here, Mr. Wood. Yes, all right, that is slide over.
Yeah, that's Judge Robinson.
Okay.
So.
You can put that under.
Here's your reset for your next court.
It's on, we're here right now. You can everything right now.
Okay.
So if you put it under other, that way it's, we can make sense of what this number came from. All right, and this monthly. It's a monthly salary. Right. Use your phone. Okay, here. Sure, I'll go with you.
Good morning.
I was gonna let her talk first.
Right. Yeah, and we're on our this, it's.
Jail docket or bond docket?
In jail.
He's in jail.
Rodriguez.
Yes. It's the first name.
Shh.
I.
Oh, Vicente.
Yes. I filed a protective order at medical records. I would like to release to the.
Okay, I've signed it already.
Aside.
Okay. And then Judge, I don't know if Victoria's gonna make me reapproach, but he has a felony pending out of one of the transactions that's set for 5/12. Are you okay with putting it out?
Not that far.
Okay,
The max is 30 days, just in the event that something happens before, so we just don't lose them in the
That's fair.
system.
Okay.
So, I mean, of course, I'm going to give you the time, right? So come back 30 days. If it's still that date, then we'll give you the day.
okay. Thank you, Judge.
It's still not 30 days, or 60, you know, so,
May I excuse me?
yeah. Thanks, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you to spring for it. Thank you, that's all I can do, I have a seat.
The bond conditions, Judge, for Randall, do you want me to leave those in the queue for you or take them out?
What's going on with that? Why did the defendant not sign?
I'm not, I mean, he was here 3-5, I think he was in custody.
No.
He was in custody 3-5.
Yeah.
Let's see, he actually went.
Okay.
Yes.
So just, you're at 157, so let's see, 15 through the 17. All right.
Yes.
All right, same time frame, 15, 17. I'm going to the roads every day. What's your roads? Yeah. All right. 2504 and 6. Okay. Based on what you're saying, they don't know. It's like a yes or no. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. Mr. B. Okay. Oh, wait, no, there's just a probation. Yeah.
Hey, can I give you class number? 253-5048. How long has it been since he's had a device?
Yeah, it's not.
No. 253-5048 on Jones.
I'm not good with this. Okay, I mean, you can apply for the, how long? is it?
Yeah. He was supposed to go into treatment. He's supposed to get out. He came here. We ordered him to get a scram device. He was going to go back into treatment. He goes for instructions, never gets a device. And now I have no idea what's going on. So I'd like to know exactly how long. I don't know if Felicia's not here. So do you have any kind of?
The interlock device before was put in November 5th of last year. They bonded.
Did he ever get one?
Yeah. So when they get one,
He did get one because he blew hot beginning of January. But I think he's either been in lockout or he doesn't have one at this time.
PDR, they did for February 26th, says we've been under lockout.
In a lockout since what day?
So the PDR that was signed on February 26th, that PDR says he's in lockout.
Does it say the day of lockout?
No, it just says it was January.
All right, I'll wait for her to get back.
Are they gonna approach on this one today?
I'm putting it on from, they were supposed to appear yesterday. No one came, so I'm putting it on formally for this Friday.
Yeah. Do you wanna do? Yeah.
Why? How would that work?
It went all the way around.
I got the first one was, your mom.
Everything's in, you have.
Yes.
Okay.
Now 13 months. Diversion.
All right.
Well, so your parents were, not the right.
I can say, we want time to consider, so that you can relay it. Also, April 27th to the.
Any other on
No dice?
Is a Wednesday.
Hey,
Vatican? Required parents.
Right.
Okay. We're gonna do
So, probation.
That's right, nice to meet you. I just have,
Just one, so how's April 15th? All right, it's Wednesday.
I see their postal. Their postal. DCW. Thank you very much.
oh, maybe it hasn't hit there.
I got Chesapeake Beach.
Yeah. Can you just say, hey, get rid of that? Yeah, I accidentally found this.
Judge, can you check the waiting room?
oh, crap, yeah, meeting's open.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I had a bunch of windows open and covered the waiting room. Ms. Carry on.
Your Honor, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm approaching Mr. Jorge Guillermo Gonzalez. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Villegas Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, Guillermo Gonzalez, 253-2466.
Okay, hold, give me a second.
Page 7.
Okay, where are we, Sylvia?
Judge, we would like our client to be able to do a PTI-DWI. We submitted a mitigation packet yesterday, and of course, we haven't heard anything back from them.
Okay, so it's 160 days, so we'll give it a week to see what their response is, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect, Judge. Sure, absolutely. Yes.
I'll waive it for the next appearance, so they don't have to waste time here.
Okay. Okay. So I'll get.
How's the 19th? Is that okay?
Let's do, can we do the 20, the 19? I have to be in immigration court in the morning. Can I do the 20, Judge?
So the 20th it is.
Perfect, Your Honor. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Thank you. May I be excused, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Greg.
Hey, Judge, I have a fugitive case. I see Amy there.
Good morning.
Hi. Who
And
is
I
it?
tried to
Greg?
call the holdover judge, but I don't know if I have the right number. 2689, is that right?
What number can he call over to talk to someone?
Which defendant is it?
Who is it?
Oh, it's on, let me get to him. Sorry. It's a brand new one. He's got 2 cases out of Louisiana. It starts with an S. It is.
Oh, I thought he already. Oh, he refused, right?
Oh, he
Did you
refused.
get the
So I guess we got to bring him out anyway.
Yes, get the packet.
Judge 3199.
3199, Greg.
3199.
Yeah. And then he's a refusal from yesterday, or from, I think it was yesterday.
Okay, I just got appointed today on it. Do you want me to call first and then just come back on?
So yeah, just to give you a brief heads up, he's on probation for an evading in a motor vehicle upstairs, 42nd,
So he's got a
From-
local.
23, 310, he picks up an assault, a failure to ID as a fugitive, and now we have this fugitive case.
Okay, so he's got locals. He's probably not going to sign anything.
He has not made bond on the assault. He has not made bond on the probation, so it looks like we're kind of in a holding pattern for those two, by the way. So
Do we know the court date on this?
let me see.
On the evading judge, it's.
Tomorrow in the evading.
So
42nd.
you want me to just talk to him and then we roll him to Friday?
It's up to you. You talk to him, see what you want to do, whether he wants to keep the refusal, whether he wants to, whatever he wants to do. And then
Okay,
just let
well,
me
if
know
he's not
whether
gonna
he
make
wants to get
bond
a
on the
bond, whether
local.
he wants to waive, whatever he wants.
Okay, if he's not going to make bond on the locals, but if he insists on asking for a bond.
I will let you know, there is a pre-signed waiver on the
Oh, pre-signed waiver.
Oh, there is a pre-signed waiver.
Oh, I can't give him a bond.
Okay, let me see if he's going to keep that pre-signed waiver. And I'll jump back on.
No. That's not, once there's a pre-signed waiver, that's it. You've already waived. You waive by signing that agreement, whatever agreement you sign.
So, but you're saying
Louisiana, right?
he signed a pre-signed waiver of extradition. So there's nothing for me to really do except track.
Correct. Right. Just
Okay.
advise them we're in a holding pattern until you take care of all the locals. And at that point, once all the holds have been lifted, at that point, we give Louisiana up to 30 days to come get you.
Okay.
So also note, if we're going to go for a kind of waiver in that central agreement, that one can sign the 14-day waiver.
Okay.
So from the pre-signed waiver date, then I should just keep the 15-day reset and see if anything happens, great. If nothing happens on the locals, then whatever. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, so if he wants to waive this, just let us know and we'll write it up.
Okay, and what would that reset date be?
It's gonna be a reset to track locals, so it looks like he has his
So
next.
it'd be Friday anyway.
Well, he also has an ABI on the 17th and he hasn't made bond on it.
So yeah, the failure to ID, both of those are in court too. They're set for, one's set for yesterday, one is set for the 17th. So we could probably, the 18th.
18th? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me,
3199.
yeah, thanks. I'll talk to him right now. Thank you, Judge.
Let me know when you're ready. Hey, ready?
Yeah, I just have a procedural question.
No problem.
My law partner, Greg Holton, has his arraignment on Friday. Is down. Is he able to appear on the proceeding?
Of course.
To be arraigned?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If the defendant needs to be here,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can appear via Zoom.
If we wanted to move her up that as well.
Yeah, just show up.
I'll be here tomorrow if that.
Okay, just show up and then, I mean, if you want to put it on, just put it on.
I'll give it
Just
to
show
Greg,
us.
see what he wants to do.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask that question because, some of the courts don't use it anymore.
Yes,
so-
absolutely. That's
Okay.
why we have it.
All right, thanks, Judge.
Okay. Give me a second.
I'll have
Hunter.
How's it going, Judge?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing good. I have Wardell Claxton.
Page 4.
Okay.
Judge, I would just like a jury trial setting for Mr. Claxton.
Okay, Ramona, what are we looking at?
Sorry, Judge, what was that?
On Claxton, page 4,
Uh-huh.
Hunter would like a jury trial setting.
Okay, Judge. How about April 22nd or the 29th?
The 29th works.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to break him. Okay, Hunter, is that it?
I have Jose Enriquez.
Is that with an E?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what's the word with this one?
Judge, they just made an offer today that I need to communicate to my client, but I would just like to go ahead and get a jury trial setting too.
What offer did you give on this? Enriquez with an E.
It was a time served offer, Judge, I believe.
Okay. I guess we'll set you for the same day then, Hunter.
I'm fine with that.
I think you're on.
Yes, Judge, it was a time served offer.
No,
No, it always stays like that. No, don't.
No?
No, stays like that because then it like,
Oh, it doubles.
right, it doubles up.
What date? Another trial date?
Yeah, same
Yeah,
direct, same.
429
Okay.
for both.
And then, Judge, my last one's Destiny Perkins.
Page 17,
Okay,
state to eval, last heading.
So, Judge, I was trying to see if I could do a PTI without a mitigation packet, and we need to do one. So, Judge, I need to get that done ASAP.
well, it's above a 15, so I think that you're gonna need one regardless. I think on all cases now you need a mitigation packet, right?
No, Your Honor, we need an application on all, we want the mitigation is still there.
On this one, do you need a mitigation packet?
Yes, because it's.
You need a mitigation packet on this one.
Yes, Judge. I'm going to get it together and get it submitted ASAP. If we could get like a 2-week reset.
All right, we'll give that to you. If it's not done, she's got to be here.
Sounds good, Judge.
How's March 31st?
Can we do the 24th?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. And that's all. Thanks, Judge.
Okay, man, have fun.
Bye.
Okay, Nathan.
Judge, I'm actually here for a case on Friday. I know I'm going to talk about my other guy too.
No, I put him on for Friday because it's just too much drama, man. He didn't get it. And
I just told the DAs I had 2 clients in my entire career, 24 years, that was this close to dying. He's the second one.
he looked fine to me the other day.
He's not harmed. He's not.
How do I know? You know?
I'm happy to come here. Happy to. Grandson Alley. Grandson Alley. Good evening. It's
Yeah.
on.
I didn't know that. All I know is that they filed another BVR like,
Just a heart failure in the hospital. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anyway, Judge, I'm going to stop here on Judith Lynn.
okay,
She is set on the docket Friday for an arraignment, but she
I'm
can.
gonna do it right now.
Yes,
Yeah,
she is here. Would love to do it.
Let's do it.
done. Judith?
Do you have a cause number by chance?
He does.
Or do you have it? What is it?
255
Okay.
5043.
Good morning, Miss Lynn. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. On March 9th, 2025, at approximately 11:29 p.m., the officer was dispatched to a wrong-way driver call at 1623 South US 59 Freeway in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer observed a vehicle stopped in a moving lane of traffic with multiple tow trucks around the vehicle in an attempt to box the defendant in. The defendant's vehicle ignition was on and the vehicle was in park. The officer made contact with a real witness who stated they saw the defendant's vehicle traveling southbound on the northbound side of South US 59, and that he and other tow truck drivers walked into the defendant's vehicle at 4800 Main Street. The officer observed the defendant to have an odor of an alcoholic beverage, swaying and stumbling. Bloodshot eyes and disorientation were also observed. The defendant admitted to drinking 6 drinks at the Houston Rodeo and stated she was 4 out of 10 drunk. The defendant refused standard field sobriety tests. The defendant was read to DIC, and the defendant refused to provide a specimen. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
You can look her up to see if she has any prior DWIs.
She doesn't. She has no prior, and everyone is eligible.
Okay, Ms. Lynn, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? Now you have a lawyer. They will take care of you. I will waive your appearance because you have a lawyer, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me you've gone AWOL, you pick up a new case, become a danger to my community. I only have one place for you. Do you understand, man? Okay. We'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. You'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go. Okay. Thanks. It is. Are you ready? It's 255-5043.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Josh. How are you? Okay. I just sent you an email as well. I don't know.
I see that about Booker.
Yeah, did you got it? You got it? Sorry, I did. Mr. Postel, come up. Greg, I'll hit you up next. Sir, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand something very important, that this will go on your record as of today, and it's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take this off. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand? So you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So there's no turning back. Once you plead guilty, it's on there forever. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? I'm going to find you guilty. Was it a gun?
Yes, the firearm.
The weapon will now be forfeited to the state. You will not get it back. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, good luck to you, sir. Or how do you plead?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty, sentence you to it. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Josh.
Question.
You can run it. Okay, Greg. Greg,
Hey, Judge. So he wants to sign the waiver. If that is what
say it again?
the option is. So, but I am not there for him to sign. But I do see Mr. Pons in attendance. Client signed the paper. I will pay him with a China Garden lunch on one Thursday of his choosing, or a burger at a Vic and Anthony's on a Friday.
I have no idea what you said. What did he say?
I'm talking to
We're
Pons.
talking about burgers and stuff?
Go back and sign the waiver. And he mentioned his name.
I'm asking Pons to have my client sign the form.
Oh, you're gonna get James to do it? You're gonna give him a burger?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Or China
What's the
Garden
dude
on
from
a
Popeyes that's always
Thursday.
eating a burger?
Vic and Anthony's, I got it. I'll take it.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That cartoon Popeye? Who was the guy that's,
I have no idea.
come on. No, man, that's Popeye. No, the one that do eat burgers and stuff. I'll pay you on Tuesday for gladly a burger today.
You're too old. That's.
Wimpy?
Yeah.
Okay,
You don't need
so
him
we'll
to
get him
come
to
out,
sign
right?
it.
Okay. And then I haven't gotten anything else. I'm just doing Fugitive today, Judge, so I'll jump back on.
Okay, just let me know if you get something else.
All right. Thank you, Pons. Let me know what you want and what day. Thanks,
You heard
man.
that, Pons, right?
Thanks.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Are you ready? Yes, ma'am. What was your guy's name yet from yesterday?
Mileto. Buleto. Case number?
Yeah. Is he here?
He is.
Okay.
I want to approach on him, and then I have another, both of them are bond condition issues. So Mileto's case number is 255-419-50.
Okay.
Okay, Judge, in this case, you have a bond condition where he can't go within 200 feet of the complaining witness who lives in the same apartment complex with him. Now, the complaining witness is his sister's boyfriend. So his mom is here with him today. He's 17. And she said that she's having a lot of problems with her daughters doing weed and other drugs. So she's in rehab now.
Is that him over there?
This is him and the mom right here. Would you like to come up?
Does she speak English?
You'll understand her. You'll understand. It's 255-495.
Thank you so much for coming. You left yesterday. You can't just leave whenever you want. You know what I mean? This is a court. We excuse you. You don't just leave when you want to up and go. We issue warrants when you do that. Do you understand? Okay. ¿Qué está pasando?
Ok, ay, qué bueno que habla español. Buenos días.
Dime.
Bueno, mire, lo que pasó ese día y es lo que estoy preocupada ahorita de la libertad condicional.
Quiero hablar del caso.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about the case.
Okay.
Do you speak English?
Yes, just little.
Okay. My only concern is I don't want him to have contact with the boyfriend. That's all that I want because I don't want anything else to happen.
Yes.
That is my concern.
Okay. I'm worried because I'm worried about maybe if my daughter put the guy in again in my apartment and maybe he don't know because that's happened Monday. We never know if my daughter was at my apartment in school time with a boyfriend having sex. I don't have idea of nothing because I was working and she skipped the school.
¿Cuál es la edad de tu hija?
15 años.
15.
Sí. Y también quería mencionarle que tengo problemas con ella desde hace meses porque ella está usando drogas. Entonces, la situación en mi casa es demasiado complicada. Muchas veces mi hijo ha regresado de la escuela y él ha encontrado el apartamento oliendo a marihuana. Entonces, él me ha llamado y me dice, mami, el apartamento huele. Y le digo, váyase a su cuarto.
Basically, she's having a lot of problems with the daughter. The daughter's 15. She comes home and he calls mom, hey, the whole house smells like marijuana.
And she's a single parent. Or to try to, get between the situation or whatever. But right now she's in rehab.
La única cosa que yo quiero que nada pasa de nuevo.
Yo sé.
Si él se enoja y se pelean, porque él se va a ir a la cárcel,
Es lo que ya le
no quiero
expliqué a él.
ponerla a la cárcel. So, ¿cómo lo hagamos?
Sí. Yo ya le expliqué a él que yo espero que él esté entendiendo la lección. Entiendo que él quiere, siendo él el hermano mayor y que él es el que me ayuda con ella cuando yo estoy trabajando, él se sintió incómodo, él está frustrado
I
con
understand.
todo eso.
I get it. You're in a tough situation. You're in a tough spot, man. You really are. And I understand that you get upset, you get angry, but you just can't let loose.
Yeah.
It can happen again.
Y a mí me duele todo lo que está pasando porque
A mí también.
porque el que me ayuda mucho es él. Cuando yo tengo problemas con ella, tengo infinidad de llamadas de la escuela, que ella llegó, que tiene la presión alta porque ella fumó marihuana, que tomó pastillas. A mí me toca que salirme del trabajo, ir a traerla. La he llevado al hospital ya 2 veces. Una vez la llevé ya de emergencia y para todo
She's
eso.
always having to take her to the emergency room because she's taking pills. She's got an elevated heart rate. She's at school doing this kind of stuff. It's a mess.
Y en todo eso,
Tráela aquí. Yo le voy a mostrar a la cárcel para ver, mira, qué va a pasar si sigues.
sí, fíjese que gracias a Dios ahorita, porque yo he tenido con los terapistas de la escuela, tiene terapista en otra compañía de terapistas, porque me mandaron a CPS al principio y ya gracias a CPS yo agarré la compañía de terapistas que ella tiene. Ella tiene cita con psiquiatra. Cuando ella tiene cita,
Es posible que mira, es posible que el persona que ella está con ahora es mala persona.
Sí, creo. Sí. Y es
Is this a
por...
bad dude? You know, maybe he's influencing things.
She's been doing it for a year now. She just hangs around like the bad people and then she just lets it get to her.
Judge, I did want to say, I told him to leave yesterday. There was a misunderstanding. I filed conditions, but they were waiting for a reset because state also filed conditions. However, he's being supervised by pre-trial. So I gave him his reset and told him to leave. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay,
He
well,
didn't
thanks.
just, take over.
Okay.
Sí, y entonces yo sé que el problema es él, pero solo quería que usted supiera
I understand. Y
el
lo voy a
contexto.
sacar entonces.
Sí,
Lo voy a sacar.
sí, por favor. Yo sé que incluso él me dijo, cuando él regresó de la cárcel, él me dijo, mami, quiero, y si voy y le pido disculpas al niño. Entonces, fuimos a buscar porque yo no sé, él vive en los mismos apartamentos, pero no sé el número de apartamento. Entonces nosotros
Mira,
fuimos a
voy a
buscar.
sacar para que no te preocupes, ¿ok?
Ok.
Y si quieres un día, tráela aquí, yo le puedo mostrar a la cárcel, a decirle, mira, ¿qué puede pasar si sigues así? Si quieres.
Por favor. Sí, porque en el centro de rehabilitación en donde ella está ahorita, y de hecho está ahí, porque yo le dije, la he dejado pasar, he dejado que las cosas vayan más y más haciéndose más grandes. Tenía que haber puesto un alto desde hace un principio. Entonces yo le dije a ella, o usted va a un centro de rehabilitación, porque yo no quiero ir a corte, porque usted no está yendo a la escuela. Y también tengo el reporte de asistencia de la escuela, que un administrador de asistencia, no sé cómo se llama, llegó a mi casa también, porque tengo ese reporte, tengo varios reportes de policía, que ella se me sale en la
It's basically out of
madrugada.
control. And she's saying, look, I want you to get into the rehab because you're not going to school and I don't want to go to court because of truancy, you know? La única cosa que cuando ella sale, dime con quién andas, yo te digo quién eres, right? Si ella sigue con las personas que estaba anterior, va a seguir.
Sí, y ahorita, y como le digo, sé que el problema es él, pero de la escuela me llamaron la otra vez y de la escuela un oficial un policía de la escuela la llevó a un hospital, al Bel Air Behavior Hospital, porque me dijo la terapista de la escuela, estoy preocupada porque ella tiene una amiga, que la amiga de la amiga es, a ver, mi hija tiene una amiga y la amiga de mi hija tiene una amiga que es prostituta de 15 años.
No más, no más.
Entonces
Yeah.
ellos están preocupados que ella, para conseguir drogas,
Right.
tenga que hacer sexo.
Tráela aquí para que yo le pueda mostrar qué puede pasar. You know, yo te puedo ayudar con cualquier cosa que yo puedo, pero estoy limitado que te puedo, con él yo puedo poner condiciones, con ella no, porque no tengo.
Sí.
Pero le puedo mostrar para, you know, asustarla.
Sí.
Y ojalá eso.
Sí, porque ahorita ella en el centro de rehabilitación no tiene teléfono, dice que no hay televisión, pues va a tener visitas solo una vez a la semana.
Tienes un buen abogado ahora. Si necesitas cualquier cosa, ella te puede ayudar.
Ujú.
Tenemos servicios también, pide y yo te puedo ayudar.
Muchas gracias.
Voy a sacarlo ahora, pero no quiero más problemas, okay?
Gracias.
So I'm taking off the fact that the no contact, or I guess the restriction of,
You're taking that off.
so I guess, should we allow contact? I mean,
I was thinking no harmful or offensive, threatening contact. So if he sees them there, I think he should.
just, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I get it. Just be very careful, because when she gets out, you have to do your best to try to keep her at home so she's not going out because she's with the wrong people. Keep her at home. Don't let her go out as much as you can, because that's the problem, is when she goes out, she goes wild. So you have to do your best to try to keep her here at home.
Sí, la otra vez ella estaba bien fumada, estaba mareada, se quería ir. No la quise dejar ir.
Good.
Y me agarró del brazo y me tiró, me puchó. Esta vez, el martes, el
You
miércoles.
home when this happens?
Most of the time, no, but when I am home, I separate it and then it just escalates from there.
What are you doing now? Are you working? You're in school?
I'm in school, but most of the time it happens after school in the evening. She wants to go out. My mom tells her no.
Try to stay home to help the situation.
I don't do anything. After I come back.
Is that, papá está? ¿O no? ¿No hay papá?
No,
No. Okay.
el papá vive aquí, pero no se ha hecho,
All right.
desde hace 8 días él no se hace
Steph, I'm gonna
cargo.
try to help, man.
8 años.
Because we don't want her to go any more wild than she is.
El miércoles cuando ella regresó y le dije que la única condición para que ella volviera a entrar a la casa era que fuera a un centro de rehabilitación, agarró su ropa y ya le dije, me da las llaves porque no va a entrar cuando yo esté trabajando.
Right.
A ir se va a ir. Entonces empezamos a discutir por las llaves y al final ella me terminó jalando el pelo. Me puchó y yo dije que iba a llamar a la policía. Yo iba caminando y ella me agarró del pelo y hasta que me tiró al suelo.
I
was in jail when I was.
So look, if you guys need anything, ask her. I'll try to give you as much as I can. Any kind of help that I can. If you want to bring her here, I can try to, scare her straight. I don't know if it's going to work because, there's only so much I can do,
Muchísimas gracias.
She said it the same.
Huh?
She said it the same way. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful. Just try to help your mom as much as you can. There's no one else there, so you got to step it up, and I'll help you as much as I can too. If you want to bring her here, I'll try to scare her. But
Bring her right now, or do we have to wait until
whatever you want. But let her finish. She's in therapy now. She's in the rehab. Let her finish that out. And then when she's done with that, bring her here and I'll try to help,
Just contact me.
And then we'll bring her here. I'll try to scare her as much as I can so that we try to put her, and ella se tiene que quedar en la casa one way or the other. Because when she's out, está con personas que no son.
El problema es que hemos llamado varias veces a la policía, pero ellos solo le dan como le dicen, no puedes irte porque en la cárcel no es bueno. Y la otra vez el policía le dijo, eres un diamante. Le dijo, un diamante no cualquiera lo puede tener.
She's calling the police and the police aren't doing anything. They're saying basically, hey, it just sucks. Okay. All right, guys.
Hasta ha llegado a amenazarme que cuando le digo le voy a llamar a la policía y me dice, ok, yo te voy a llamar a migración.
Bring her here. Let me try. Okay? Okay.
May they be excused?
Good luck. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll help you out. Okay. Buena suerte, okay?
Gracias, señor. Que Dios lo
¿Cómo
bendiga.
no? Okay.
Gracias.
Okay. Then I have Miss, I'll come see you after. Then I have Miss Keys. Her case number is, she's not on docket, Judge.
Okay.
She's here she has some bond conditions, a curfew with her. She has a curfew and you've adjusted it once. And
What's the number?
254-8155.
She's already the one that has two DWIs, right? One here and then one elsewhere, right?
So she has the son that is doing sports. So she's just asking for permission on Wednesdays for 10 p.m. because he has practice. Is open from 7 to 9. And then they're going on a tournament in San Antonio in April, 4th through 6th. So she needs the permission. Is that proper, Judge, for her to come to you and get the permission to go?
I mean, we could, I hope she's not driving though.
No, someone's driving her.
Okay.
Someone drove her here today. She's here today if you want to talk to her.
The thing is that I don't want her out in the middle of the night.
Right.
So, I mean, I'll give you a curfew. If she wants to go to the tournament with the son.
Right, in San Antonio, so she won't be home, and I think she has.
Right, and I'm okay with it, but I don't want her out in the middle of the night, so.
Same curfew in San Antonio.
Correct, yeah.
All right, just do we need to go through pretrial services and let you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you speak to her?
No. She'll get with, yeah, of course. Yes, ma'am. Hi, are you ready? Hey.
I just walked.
I saw that.
I have Hassel on the docket today.
Hassel?
Yes, Judge. Last name is Hassel. First name is
Yeah, okay.
We're still pending your competency evaluation, but I've worked out an agreement with the state for a mental health PTI. I have everything that the state is requesting, so it should be hopefully disposed of in the next.
Is this where he needs to go there to get interviewed?
How do you want to do it? So I want to make it clear that the mental health PTI has not been offered yet. We're still waiting to see the materials. Sorry,
Right, but I have what she's asking for, so more than likely it'll get offered. Hopefully in the next, I don't know, 8 hours when I go back to my office, the records that she's requesting.
How long do you want? We'll do like a week?
A week is fine,
A
Judge.
week? Okay. All right.
And Attic is getting dismissed also, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I appreciate it. All right, I knew you said that, but yeah, I just wasn't.
No, you're.
Ready? Hi. Good morning.
I have one that's off docket. So I have a case number. I got 2547844. He has two cases. Okay. So just to, I guess, bring you up to speed.
He was in treatment.
Right.
Is he out?
So he just got released yesterday. He's in court today.
Great. Okay, so
he has a
scram on him so that we know he's not using.
Right. And so just wanted to bring you up to speed with a couple other things and maybe pitch something to you.
Sure.
He's also going to do as part of his aftercare program, IOP, which he's required to meet 4 times a week in person, followed by SOP. So I think he's on the right path with not just doing 30 days drying out and then, have fun in the real world. Right. He works as a plumber, like in a construction, I guess, industry. Their primary client is like Cyfair ISD. He's informed me though that sometimes he has to work in areas that are, I guess, submerged in water. Our fear is that a scram device may get submerged. There's also a chemical he works with.
I'll do a portable device then.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was going to proffer up maybe making IOP and SOP a condition of his bond, that he completes those, but
I want a device. I want to make sure, I'm not going to take his word for it that he's not using it. I'll pay for it, so it's nothing out of his pocket, but I want something for a period of time where I know that he's not using. I just, in this line of business, when you start trusting people, it's like.
I get it. I do.
Lose more hair. Yeah, I don't want to lose any more.
So just portable device? Okay.
No portable device on him today. Have him meet with Felicia and then that's it.
Okay, that's all I got, Joe.
For sure.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Use some coffee. Did that right of it?
Are you Mr. Sisley?
No.
Nope.
Here's Beach, Joseph Beach.
So you're going to dismiss the failure to ID, I would assume.
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Beach, you're charged with two cases. You're charged with failure to identify oneself. You're also charged with theft. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 9 days in jail with credit for the 9 days that you've done on the theft case. As part of that plea bargain agreement, the other case will be dismissed. Is this how you understand it?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand, Mr. Veach, that this is an enhanceable offense, meaning that if you continue to pick up these types of cases, then you will be charged with a felony. And then you will be looking at, in fact, you have one prior. So you pick up another one, you'll be looking at years instead of days. Do you understand? Because 2, 1, and 1 make 2. 2 plus 1, 3, a third is a felony.
Right.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. It will go on your record. It'll be there forever. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? I'll find you guilty, send you to it. Good luck to you, Mr. Beach.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
No.
Kabir has another bond violation. Kabir.
Okay, so we're just closing this scramble portable.
Right.
Oh.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you. It's right. And I instructed him for yesterday. They'll get text messages. Thank you. Next judge will go through the gone.
Yeah. 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 Take the time.
Shriver? This time of the phone meeting, obviously you can copy it and then you go to the boarding guide. So yesterday, I seen that in everything else. Sorry? Yes. And I'll make it a note as well, so I'll be expecting.
Thank you.
Hey, remember, sorry. Just in life.
Yeah, I just really think about, like, I mean, so do you know what you have to do if you do the, you know, PBA, you know, it's been, yeah, that's a phone. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So, product is product, felony. Based on that, I can't help it. You're not
That's just my concern. I'm not saying I want to consider. Well, yeah, I'll just say. I'm sorry. Yeah, he left.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, you need to.
Good morning, Mr. Machado Santos.
Morning.
Sir, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up here. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole at this time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you are on probation, if you are, it can result in further confinement by pleading guilty to these offenses. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. This is what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
So how do you plead to the offense?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find you guilty. If it's enhanced, it'll be abandoned. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Euler.
Thank you.
Doing the reset to this Friday. Did you want me to leave the jury trial date still on the, or?
No.
Okay, reset.
Yeah, he's still on trial for the 25th, but I want to put him on the docket.
So leave the jury trial date for 20.
Leave the jury trial date for that, but I want to put him on the docket because he's had to get another bond violation.
I'll do it. I'll shoot.
This is your last one. Hey, you're welcome. Yes. Hey, Judge, page 3. That will leave it out to appear first time.
2501 on both.
Judith? Just some raffles. Just got started.
That's for arraignment.
And then no driving unless you have a valid Texas state license today.
5002 on both.
If you haven't, those are good. Everything you sign is one before it's good. And then, starting tomorrow, you're gonna start receiving the text messages, okay, Monday through Friday. The time I would guess you to drop test, and you'll have this guidance. If it says this, you don't have to, this is what we have this here, we have these colors, not Sunday, this is your, we have to. Usually you are not receiving the messages, something like that, they have change. Understand that you can find. Yes, so we want to do that. What is everybody just like started last time, which is just really, it has to be a person.
So.
Presentation. Until Judge takes it off, for the case is disposed, it just and also from another country. Yes, that's fine. Just let your attorney know. You know what I want? Who was the one that they are optional or? Okay.
I have to check the.
Oh, well, I know. Yeah. There's no way, I just added that to the law conditions on the side shows as well as two other laws. Sorry. To allow me to dispense.
Okay, who's next?
Next judge is page 12, Joan, set for arraignment of the appear first time.
2501.
Okay.
Did Malvo appear?
John President.
Oh, no. Okay. 5002. Two, yeah. Do you want to stay on it or no?
I think at this point, I would like to withdraw.
Not a problem.
Pre-trial services information, again, please make sure to contact us if you all down if you will be traveling out of the country. And then for over custody.
Yes, here.
It's like a very.
Texas
get mixed up in your thank you so much.
No. It's, I'm sorry, it's going to go higher. She's multiple FDAs. It's, sorry.
Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
I received a text at 11:08. She says, I'm on my way. I'll be there like 11:35. Please let him know my kids are on spring break. I had to wait for my aunt to go over to watch them. Will the court entertain waiting till 11:35?
Of course. I mean, but.
But if, I just tell her 11:36 and it's.
No, I mean, she has until until I leave, but if she gets here like at 12, right? And she's not done what she's supposed to do, I'm gonna roll her till tomorrow. I mean, I'm just, now the case is nearly 300 days. We've literally given her more time over and over. And all she had to do was the BIP class. Did she do it? I'll have the BVR ready just in case.
I hear you, Judge. Thank you.
So we'll see.
I'll get noted for. But at Judge, at 11:36, may I withdraw?
Well, no, let's wait. When I leave, then like if I revoke the bond at that point, yes, you can withdraw. But if I don't revoke the bond, then, you know.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. So if she fails to appear, 7503, if she fails to appear.
We're going up to 70 for the three?
Yeah, because it's 3 times that she's, okay, who's next?
Page 21. Rob?
2501.
That's it for now, Judge. I'm waiting on a couple of attorneys. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fantastic program.
Okay.
All right, I'll please phone on, see what I get on that.
Okay.
All right, great. Does that go, Maria?
Yes.
All right.
When you're ready, can I approve?
Oh, hey, come
I
on.
wasn't sure if you were in the middle of
I
something.
didn't, no, I didn't see you. I'm just messing around.
Okay. I'm approaching on an off docket 2B. And I have a cause.
Him?
Yes.
We've already done it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was ready. I have
Found PC.
documents.
No. I found PC. I don't know when I'm going. Where is it? The trespass is from where again?
It's from a location on.
It's like a work
Yeah.
place.
That's not the issue.
Right.
Okay. And so you've given him
Is there
a,
a complaining witness as well?
There is a complaining witness, Your Honor, but it's just the trespass though.
Should we add the complaining witness or then, no?
and
The main location already included that performance food service,
Okay.
that should be sufficient.
and I don't think the complaining witness is still employed there. But,
We've got conditions ready for him to sign, then you guys are free.
okay, wonderful. Let,
Sure.
get him a reset and then we'll.
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay, let's do that.
Is he good to go back?
Let me just talk, I'm just looking at the. What's the one? This. So on this one.
Hey, Gary, please. What's new, man?
On this, so I happened to go visit with you. Yesterday.
He responsive to you?
So, he was not responsive. And they're gonna go see him again.
How can anyone find him competent?
Yeah. But you'd be surprised, yes. They find these people competent. I mean, I got a guy right now. He just pulled his eyeball out. You know what that? He pulled his eyeball out, had it in his mouth.
What?
Yes.
Tell me they found him competent? You're lying.
Look, they-
Whoever's finding
Well,
these
he-
people competent need to like get,
Well, he was at the Dunn and they brought him back. And ever since they brought him back from Dunn to us, he's been, so I'm trying to get him emergency. So we did a
oh my
102
God,
on
that's
him.
horrendous.
Did a 102 on him. So hopefully they're gonna go ahead and do it immediately there. So I was able to get with the state hospital. So we're gonna try to navigate him as quick as possible. But on your guy, Judge, so I saw where John reset the case there. Hopefully I have the information. Not hopefully, I should have
Just
information done.
take your time. Just
Yeah,
let's make
by
sure
that
it's
time.
done right, you know. I don't know if he needs medication.
Well, I know he is, and I'm sure, you know, I'm sure Judge Unger, when it came to Judge Unger, they didn't mention anything to her about it, because I know Judge Unger, she would have said, she would have called me. She would have been the first person to call. Gary, can you come up here real quick? And I was like, okay, Judge. So I know we needed to get it done anyway. So just us having it get it done and things like that. So I think they're trying to give him a cooling period off and things like that there. So hopefully we can go in, that Friday we'll see him and get him on some meds and things like that. And then that.
What if he refuses to take the meds? We're stuck.
Yeah, and I think if we do that, he refuses to take meds. I checked to see if they did a competency evaluation on their sanity.
We did one.
Yeah,
we did one and they found him competent. So that's why I don't understand how that could possibly happen.
Unless.
That's why I'm calling you.
Unless I can get the defense counsel on the felony case to do an independent eval.
That's what I told Mr. D. I said, look.
See if we can get an independent eval. Let me check and see what first. Let's see if they get an independent eval. Because I think he will probably be able to get that independent eval. And if he does it, they could get it soon. They get it, you know.
We can do that too. Mr. D can get that done too. You know, just bring the motion up. I'm down.
Okay. Let's check and see if he gets his meds in. And we get it taken care of. But I just want to circle back around.
Appreciate it.
We're on it. Okay. And then,
Thanks.
like I say, if he does.
You're the man.
I'm just waiting on Mr. J. As soon as he contacts.
Clark Wood?
If he receives any benefits there, I'm gonna go in line and try to line up a place for him.
Great. You're the best.
Oh, thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks.
I don't think so.
Staying positive. And here's a copy of your bond conditions. If you have any questions about that, just talk with your attorney, okay? Have a good one.
Okay, you need to enter anything for him, did you, Mr. J-Rob?
What?
I'm scared that, yesterday took you 2 hours for my PR number process.
Oh.
It looks more promising though.
It's pretty gruesome, man. Gruesome, Gary. Gruesome.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, okay.
So.
So just the one who's on
I have 3 cases that are issued.
So one of them is more than duration. The case check is class A information file is class B. Not facts for a but charge possibly not be. Yeah.
And just waiting for the bond to pop up. I'm finding this water. Okay, sounds good.
Right, you don't. Yeah. The next one. Issue. Is the often face arrived in. We look at that person that's okay, right. Get over there.
Who's the lady over there? And what's your last name?
Oh, April, Bill's case, I did email Bill with the swing by.
It says T-Raz today?
No, it was last setting. So we should have the results by now. Yes, I emailed Brenda this morning and said she wasn't approved the PCI issue. I don't know.
Does that mean we need time? Does that mean?
If you want to see the PTI program, it is for, I guess, the go ahead, so you could. But the TRS is which one?
Can I just see Jill?
Okay, what's the deal, Pickle?
So that she's gonna work on getting that mitigation.
Oh, she hadn't even done it?
She said that she was the application and then she checked with me to see if the mitigation factor was required. So I don't think, we don't have it yet. No, you're right.
Okay, so, 2 weeks. You can set it off 2 weeks.
I'll
And
send
then,
her an email and make sure.
yeah, but that's like, it's 234 days. If it's not done in 2 weeks, then
Hey, you can look, it's reset, correct? Yes. Yes. Mr. White? Do you have all your stuff?
Ricardo, what's the deal?
He's giving me a hard time.
What's this?
What's going on?
Get used to it, man.
No,
Is she giving you a hard time?
no. It's a weird situation.
No, her on probation.
It's a weird situation. Ignacio Castillo, Judge.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Oh, Lord, he picked up a bird hand.
yeah,
Same transaction.
Say it again?
It's the same transaction.
Okay.
here's the rub. So I was trying to reset him to after his felony. The soonest available was like the Monday after. he is scared that if he gets that one resolved up there, that because he's got a GOB bond, I'm not gonna see him on Monday, that he'll be transferred over there immediately and still have this case pending.
Transferred over where, to ICE?
Yes.
That's what I told her. I don't think that matters. Our case is over.
Why were you saying why we were taken care of on?
If for some reason he's thinking that it might be taken care of on the next setting up there.
I mean, it's a Berg hap. It's been open a month. I can't imagine discovery is complete, right?
Right.
And the Berg hap?
Yeah, no, it's not completed. They're still waiting on some photos. But, yeah.
Do you want me to revoke the bond in case?
That's what I'm thinking. He's got a GLB bond. Can we revoke it and make it 100?
It's 100 now. I can make it 101.
And turn it into not a GLB bond, but a surety bond, I guess?
No. Once you revoke a bond, a warrant issues and it'll stay in warrant status until you make bond or you get a PR bond.
It's at $100 right now.
He's on bond now.
Yeah.
He's got a general order bond. It's $100. So he's on bond. So theoretically, if the case gets dismissed, then yes, he's eligible for pickup and ICE can get him and take him.
Let me confirm that he wants to revoke the bond. Let me make sure. And we'll see.
That will place the hold so that immigration will not take him.
I got it.
And we can resolve it
We
here.
talk and make sure on that one. You ready?
And then I'm always happy to reinstate.
Yeah.
If we revoke it, so really.
So that should work for him. There should be no reason.
He never will revoke and refuse to reinstate, right? So like if they take care of that and he's still in warrant status here, we can always reinstate. But like I said, they'll take him to immigration or whatnot. So
That's a great idea. I'll talk to him about
you
it.
let me know what you want to do.
Yeah, talk to him.
Okay.
Dean, can we bring out Mr. Billy Chavez and Perez? Well, you said Perez, he's good to go, guys. Okay.
We're pushing on.
But we need Chavez, Billy Chavez.
Do you need a translator?
No, no, Chavez, Billy Chavez, no.
And Chavez?
Chavez. Chavez.
Chavez E. Chavez.
Chavez. Chavez.
Chavez E. Chavez. You know that? Young Guns? You ever saw that? Chavez E. Chavez.
That's a great movie. Part 2 is the best. Part 2 is the best one.
Nah, I don't know.
Do you like the first one?
Nah, they're both.
I like the second.
Got significant criminal history, huh? Not too new, but
She says she told Little Cross. She says that this is what she's telling you. She has.
is it Chavez or Chavez?
Your choice.
Sir, you're charged, well, I'm sorry, you were wanted out of another jurisdiction. Your lawyer's asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I have to get to know you to see whether it would be a good idea to give you a bond because I got a lot of people here that are dangerous to my community. And I don't want to, put anybody else in harm's way. I got to know that if I give you a bond, that you're actually going to go back, not become a danger. So we got to get to know you in the short time that we have. Tell me about it.
Yes, just one from Lincoln County, Wyoming for 3 counts of burglary, 3 counts of theft and property destruction. As opposed to a bond. While it was issued on February 26th of this year, he has some significant criminal history that we're concerned of. First off, he's actually currently on federal probation for a charge of stealing imported interstate shipped weapons from a licensed importer manufacturer. He, as the court also knows, he had a evading motor vehicle conviction in 2021. In that case, he operated through 4 stop signs, lost control of the vehicle, hit a concrete barrier, and continued to drive and crash into a townhouse wall and fence. And then he continued to flee on foot in that case. He picked up that evading while he was on bond for a theft of a firearm and for a deferred PCS in our court. Looking at the facts of the theft of the firearm, it did resemble facts more similar to a burglary in that case. For these reasons, they would be concerned about getting involved.
You said he has 3 counts of burglary out of Wyoming?
Yeah.
Are they three separate transactions? Are they all one matter? Right, but is it one transaction in and of itself? Is it three different, like, days where we have three different burglaries? I guess, is it one criminal episode versus multiple?
Looks like they're one criminal episode since they all list the same date. I will also note, we had another fugitive on our docket a couple days ago, right? They had the exact same charge and things as well. So I also think there's also another code of conduct.
Oh, we had a co-defendant. We didn't give the person bond, did we?
No, I think that's,
That person was on federal probation too.
that I don't know.
Please.
Judge, so criminal history, that's.
No bueno.
It's no bueno. This is a fugitive case, Judge. He's on federal probation. Yes, we threw that out there. He's on federal probation. He was picked up at federal probation, so he's complying with the requirements of his federal probation. Picked up there. Technically, I will say this, Judge, talking about another co-defendant, I mean, that's got relevance on my client. He is his own
I agree
person.
with you. I agree.
So the biggest thing here is when this charge was filed. It was filed February 26th of 2025. We are in March 12th. He hasn't had an opportunity to go over there to Wyoming. This was just placed, and he's asking for an opportunity to go turn himself in, especially after he's been complying with his requisites of showing up where he needs to be. He was picked up at his probation that same day. So that being the case, I know it sounds bad that he gets burglary ×3, theft ×3, but he is presumed innocent. He hasn't missed a chance. We have no failure to appear, sounds like. And so we're asking for an opportunity for him to turn himself in.
Do you know when he got on federal probation?
2024, just the end of last year, October.
Let's go through your stuff. Since 2019, carrying a handgun in a motor vehicle, possession of a controlled substance, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, possession of marijuana, theft of a firearm, evading in a motor vehicle, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, federal probation for what?
Stealing imported interstate shipping weapons, license at the border.
And now 3 burglaries, 3 thefts, 3 property destructions from one property destruction from Wyoming. And you want me to give you a bond?
Yes.
No. The bill comes due. You scare me. If I give you a bond, my fear is that you will pick up another case. The only thing I like is public safety. And I give bonds on fugitive cases all the time when I have a feeling that they're not going to endanger my public. But since 2019, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 federal probation, 9, 10, 11 are here, and I don't even know what other criminal history has in other jurisdictions. Anything else in other jurisdictions?
Fort Bend, Fort Bend had a theft of property conviction from 2021.
Sorry, dude. Way too much baggage.
Judge, would you consider any amount for a bond?
No, he's too dangerous, man. Some federal probation, now he has 3 new cases. Just, sorry, man. You're too dangerous. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
I'll talk to you in a minute still. Do you want to reset? What's his reset date? Judge, can we talk about 2 other cases that are on your docket? Let's see. All right. Maria Pacheco, PAC.
Okay.
Judge, wow.
What's your concern?
We got a great offer. We got a great offer.
But she's not here.
Yeah, she's not here.
How old is it? Let me see.
Page 17.
Do you have contact with her or no?
I've been reaching out to her. They haven't been successful.
Okay, I mean, I can give you till Monday SFBF, but that's it,
Monday SFBF.
you know?
Yeah.
I'll give her a bond forfeiture setting of a couple days. But then you can't then stay on the bonding.
Yeah, got it, Judge. You said 17th, right? Okay. And then the other one is Wilfredo Vasquez. Oh, I think I was told those were dismissed. Never mind. No worries. Let me go talk to my in custody client, see what we're gonna do about that revocation.
Are we done? Did Jillian reset?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Anna said she was gonna talk about a possible plea on Stokes. Maybe.
Is that a jail case or is, do you have a Stokes?
Yeah. It's a jail case, but she didn't reset that one with me yet. Okay. Let me call Anna.
Better play? No, I told him it's curious. That's right. But it should be a class B. Class B. The information class B. And we tried to change it in our system to class B.
But is there anybody in your waiting room?
Yes, Matt Perez.
Oh, that's what I was gonna call.
Hey, Matt. So
Anna didn't.
the NCSC clicked on the information that's on our system, shows the class A.
It's just the actual meeting itself is for class B. I don't know, should we bring it back?
We would just have to file
Matt.
information.
Okay, we can say.
Yes, Judge.
Hey, man.
I would.
Mr. Ruiz, Judge.
What's the word?
Last name Ruiz, R-U-I-Z.
Page 21.
I don't have a number for him, Judge. Sometimes he calls me on different numbers.
But you don't have an idea of what NCSC.
Say it again?
I don't have a number for him. He didn't have a phone and he calls me from random numbers, and I haven't received a phone call from him. The numbers that I have, they don't, know where
He's supposed to be here. We've given him 3
Sure.
months to do a class for dismissal. He's not here.
Judge, if I do get a hold of him on the off chance, is it possible that I can bring him before your court and have him?
Well, you can always do that, but
I'm just saying with the class done and given his situation, I know, like I said, he was indigent. And
I'm going to revoke the bond now, Matt.
Okay.
But if he gets to class and you give it to them and they dismiss it, then that's them, right?
Sure.
So,
Sure.
but I mean, it's 190 days old.
I get
MIA.
you. All right. I'll if I get a call from him, I'll let him know, and we'll go before the court as we need to.
You want me to SFBF Monday?
If you don't mind, Judge, I can see if we can reach out to him. Like I said, I think he bounces between locations.
Okay.
Not purposefully, but
Okay. All right. Well, SFBF Monday, but after that, that's it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Who's that?
Here's a thing I'm gonna ask you. So for a case on docket today, Morgan and Samaria, the NCIC code on the information is for a class A, but the actual plea is for a class B. I gave Trey the NCIC code for the class B, and just wondering if we need defense to be made a notice of that.
Yeah, always, anytime you do something, you always got to notify
I don't
everybody.
think before we make a change, so we need defense to approach it.
We didn't do a plea on this.
No, it's just for arraignment. I just want to make sure going forward, it's the correct NCIC code and the correct office.
So basically what you're doing is you're amending the information to make it an A.
To make it a B. Right now, it's incorrectly an A.
Okay. So amend it, and then if you can send notice to the defense, like send an email. Who is it?
There's no defense right now. There's still no defense or anything. Because it's.
Oh, she's in jail.
She's in jail, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that.
See, I'm sure we've appointed her someone. Wow, I'm surprised they picked her up so quick. Holy moly. I revoked the bond like. Okay, I revoked it on the 7th. And they must have just picked her up. That was quick.
Some emails from his boss.
Also, She found out, she said because he was unconscious a little bit, she not both know who he was.
Have a great day, Judge. It was good being in court.
Hey, man. For what?
Judge, so I get an approach on Ignacio. He says I'm not resolving anything for him, so I want him to hear what we're talking about.
I told you, that's the jury.
Oh, on Castillo?
Castillo, we're gonna talk to Judge.
Lord, that'll be done.
It's 11:44. We're making the.
Sorry.
Simmer down.
Tomorrow I'll be down by 9:30. 9:30. Starting docket at 7 a.m.
It's spring break, man. I have 4 kids I need to take care of to get here, you know?
He's got a whole soccer team.
Petite.
Judge, Papa 14, 11:44.
Until I go, you know, I mean, we got 5 minutes, so we got one more case.
She said she tried to get one, but she can't get to it, so I told her to come here, we'll log in and show her.
Take a picture of it and send a screenshot, you know, really.
Judge Lisa wants you to leave.
I
did not say that out loud. We are on the internet. That
Yeah.
Judge,
My favorite TikTok, Instagram, I've been getting some hits. So Judge, I'm approaching on the case from Friday. I filed a motion to amend or modify the bond conditions. 22539.
you want to deal with it Friday?
Yes, it was on Friday.
Well,
It was
no,
on this past Friday,
right.
and I told you I was coming in on Monday.
Right.
I couldn't get here. And actually, Judge, I got a 2-year-old I'm running behind, but I'm approaching today, Judge, on this case. We did file. I got some emails and check stubs that we attached to the case because I'm pleading, my client has basically lost his job because you put an ankle monitor on him to where he cannot go out at night and he has to stay home for this type of offense. And it's a resisting arrest. Let me refresh your memory. I know you've had 1,000.
No, I remember.
Right. And so I didn't know all of this when a case comes in, you know, the day before. I don't know.
Is this the one where he stomps on the person's
Correct.
head and the person's unconscious and then?
And so what I did was, I told you, I said, Judge, there's a before, in between. We don't know, but we do know, as we all know, what happens at intake, even when I was in intake. There's a reason they declined charges. I believe Madam Prosecutor got up and said it was because he was unconscious, and you and I both know they would still accept charges, even if not for him. So I'm assuming.
I've seen crazier things. I mean, we had it the other day where a guy gets run over by a bike and they filed nothing on that, you know?
I get
So,
it, Judge.
I
I guess my whole thing is bond is to secure them coming to court. What we don't know, Judge, and I believe on video on Friday, what I saw was I heard a dim summary, and it's almost as though in my humble opinion, I believe the restrictions that are put on him are just too egregious. It's almost like we're convicting him of a crime. First off, that wasn't charged, and then two, that wasn't even filed.
My thing is like, I don't want him to go out to bars. I don't want him to go out drinking. And so that's why I don't want him out in the middle of the night. So he's not going out and doing things that he
You
shouldn't
can do that in the day, Judge. I'm with you.
I get it.
No, and I said on
I get
video,
it.
I said, Judge, I said, after reading the news, I'm in both seats too. And so, yeah, it does, but he's now lost his
It's less
job.
likely to happen in the day than in the middle of the night for the
Like I said,
shenanigans.
Judge, but we can say he works. And literally.
I told you, if you show me that he works in the middle of the night, I will.
I actually things with it from his boss.
I told you, I'm okay with it.
Yes, sir.
I will have a GPS monitor on him. So I know if he's deviating from where he's supposed to go.
No problem.
If he's going out somewhere else, because the only reason I will let him out is for work purposes only in the middle of the night.
What if he has to go get Pampers for his baby? What if he
can do that during the day.
Well, I get it, Judge. I'm just saying.
At 3 a.m.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying, I don't want the restrictions to be so tight to where if he stops for gas, then they're like, oh, he stopped at the gas station and he got gas.
Why can't you anticipate these things doing it
Well,
during the
no,
day?
I mean, Judge, everybody don't think the same. I'm just making sure that if I don't agree with if you want to do the ankle monitor, that's fine. I'm just saying, Judge, I think for this type of offense that we don't have assault charges for resisting, to me, it's a bit egregious.
They're telling me that they're going to file the assault charge.
It happened today, Wednesday. I checked Monday. That's why I didn't come in on Monday because I was waiting. And, and here's another issue with that, Judge, is because of what happened on Friday, I got some other stuff.
I'm acquiescing to your thing.
So we're looking
I'm
at each other.
saying yes. I just want him to go to work.
Yes, sir.
That's it. I don't want him going anywhere else.
Yes, sir.
If he needs to get gas, if he needs to get groceries, this doesn't need to happen at 3 a.m.
Understood.
Do it during the day. That's
Understood.
it.
Yes, sir.
I'm okay with him going to work in the middle of the night, but you need to let him know, I've got a monitor on him. I know where he's going.
Yes,
If
sir.
he deviates, I'm going to revoke his bond.
Yes, sir. For work, he also, when he goes to work, he works dealing with oil or something from my understanding. And so he does have to drive. I just want to make sure that if they were to say, oh, it looks like he's driving once he gets to work, it's because of the nature of his job. And we can bring proof, hey, this was what he had to do today.
Great. But if I find that he's at Club Punka City,
Yes, sir.
at 3 a.m, I'm going to have an issue.
I understand. Yes, sir. I understand. I get it.
So
before decision is made on those charges, I wanted to reach out to the complainant and get that correct. That's one of the delays. I'm just finding out about this.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty egregious, you know, it just, and I placed a restriction on so that he wouldn't go out, do anything he's not supposed to do in the middle of the night. I told him not to go to any bars, clubs, any places of this nature. And if I find that he does, and what she's saying is that he works in the middle of the night.
He said it on Friday too. He actually had a check stub to show you that day, but I wasn't here.
I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna.
I wasn't here, so that's why,
Just let him know what the conditions are.
Yes, sir.
And that's it.
Yes, sir. So do I need to get an amended from her?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I'll waive the signature so he doesn't have to come down here, but
Yes, sir.
he's gonna have to, just let him know.
I will.
If I find that he's shenanigans, it's just not gonna go
I
well.
understand, Judge. I definitely understand. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll be in touch.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, we're approaching on Mr. Ignacio Castillo Contreras.
Mr. Castillo, come on up.
Judge, does she need a motion to amend violations in your agreement? Because we haven't.
I wanna see it. Put it in the queue so I can
Vamos a
see it.
escuchar, pues.
Good morning, Mr.
Buenos
Castillo.
días, señor Castillo. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
You're charged, you've got two very serious charges. Your first charge is burglar of a habitation. Your next charge is interference with the emergency request for assistance. The case that you are in front of me on here is the misdemeanor interference case. So it appears to me that the cases were filed on February 9th. It looks like you were given a general order bond on that day. We appointed you a lawyer on the 14th. So it's been a little less than a month. What happened in this case? Because I have no idea.
I was gonna say that, thinking about it since we're here and everything, can we hear PC because I think there's a good argument at least that I can come up with.
On February 8th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a residence regarding a burglary alarm activated. The officer observed an unknown male wearing a black hoodie in the backyard of the residence, and the dispatch advised the resident was not home. The officer observed the male jump the back fence, and K-9 arrived and advised that forced entry had been made through the back door with shattered glass door. The upstairs of the residence appeared to rummage through, and officers located property later confirmed to be stolen from the residence, as well as a black hoodie, a black backpack, and a pair of pants. The K-9 located the defendant hiding, and the defendant admitted to being inside the residence during the time of the burglary, but would not provide further information. The complainant stated approximately $500,000 worth of jewelry was stolen, and a radio device, jamming device, was located inside the black backpack, and it was
I remember
discovered that
this.
the officers within the vicinity were unable to use body-worn cameras.
This was on, I think, was this on, because of that radio jamming device, it was.
Yes, Judge, the interference is based on the jamming device.
The interference with the emergency request for assistance is based on the jamming device that he has. Interesting.
Yes, that's what using the frequency jamming device to prevent communications between officers.
So it says here, February 8th, did then and there unlawfully, recklessly render unusable an electronic communications device that would otherwise have been used by Officer or by El Lejeune to request assistance in an emergency, namely burglary of a habitation, and said request for assistance would have been made to law enforcement agency, namely West University Police Department, with using a radio frequency jamming device to prevent communication between officers. In this case, the device was actually used to disrupt communication. Was it not?
The officer said that within the vicinity, they were unable to use body cams, key fobs, or unable to transmit information through the radio.
Got it. And we know, or I guess you're saying that he had the device on him.
It was in the black backpack that they found, that officers found, and they initially saw the male wearing the black backpack.
Mayor Judge, so two things. I don't know about the wearing the backpack part. I know they found the device in the backpack. My recollection might be off, but I don't think he had it on him. I don't think.
Well, he's got care, custody, control because it's right next to him.
That's the thing. I don't know how, where they found that. They said he was hiding, but I'm not sure where they found that backpack, first of all. Secondly, the way they figured out, hey, this is a jamming device, is because they turned it on from the backpack and they were close to it. Hey, all of a sudden my stuff's not working. Come here. Hey, we're close to it. It's not working. So this was after the fact that they figured out it's a jamming device. They didn't say, hey, he jammed us, we have this problem. They started playing with it and they
Said he did.
no, that's the problem. He did not. They played with it. That's how they found out it's a jamming device. They turned it on, which comes up to.
Yes, they may have done that at that time, but also in the search, when they're looking,
During the active investigation, it was seen that their body worn cameras and their ability to unlock and lock police vehicles was affected during that active emergency investigation.
they're saying it was used.
Right, they come back and say, hey, did we have trouble with it? Yeah, we had some trouble. They're turning it on and that's how they figured it out. But
You should be able to see all that. Pull the records, because if they have body cam and they're using it, it should show a
It
disruption.
doesn't show that he was the one that it was actually turned on. They didn't show.
I know that, but you're gonna see the actual, you should.
Oh, yeah,
see
yeah,
disruption.
yeah.
I mean,
And he's not the only person that was involved in this allegedly. So saying that he's the one that turned it on is gonna be an issue. There was somebody else that was seen that they're not mentioning. So did he turn it on? Did the other person turn it on?
I mean, this news,
He's being charged.
Is there someone else that was
Please look at
there?
the report, because I'm not just making this up.
And I'm not saying you're making it up, I'm just saying you did, it doesn't say that.
Which calls into question, why isn't it in the DIMS?
We have an OR.
Does this say whether they were able to recover the $500,000?
They recovered it all, Judge.
They did?
The award does say that Mr. Contreras admitted being inside the house with another unknown male and provided additional suspect information.
But no other male was on the scene.
They only found Mr. Contreras hiding at a property down a couple of blocks, I believe, from the canine officers found him hiding.
But the backpack is with him.
Yes. Well, the backpack was found,
At the front, let's see, it was found at the front of the residence located on Westchester Avenue. I want to see where they found him.
Versus with him. Big distinction. And the second person I'm talking about was supposedly seen on the surveillance video. So there's a mention of the surveillance video showing two people walking.
So to be clear, Your Honor, the property, including the backpack with the frequency jammer, was found on Westchester Avenue. Mr. Contreras was found hid underneath bushes at a residence on Rutgers Avenue. So it wasn't with him when they found it.
Versus what they initially said. Now we're getting more details.
How do you link him to the one who's using the device?
so the way that we would link him is that he was seen wearing the black hoodie, the black pants, and then later the same clothing along with the backpack with the jamming device inside of it, those are all found together.
You say that was he wearing the backpack?
Initially, in the DIMS, it does not say that he's seen wearing the backpack, but his other clothing was found with the backpack.
Because the DM says he was wearing the black hoodie and, as she mentioned, the clothing, and jumping over the fence, they observed a male wearing the black hoodie, and they found that hoodie along with the backpack. And they terminated their search after an extensive search through the mail, so they're unable to locate anyone else within the perimeter that they searched.
La búsqueda. Second, yeah.
There is surveillance with the second person there?
Ah,
How do we know that the other person didn't use it? I mean, I get it, that all of it's together. We don't know who put that there. How do we know the other person didn't put it there? I know that he's wearing it, but
And Judge, this other case is still pending. This isn't handling the
I
burden.
don't care about the bird have. My concern is this, is that, I mean, how do we link him to operation of the device? Why don't we do this? Why don't we have a full-blown hearing? Look through, you know, go through everything. You go through everything. We can have it tomorrow. See what you can, you know.
I think that's the correct decision, so we can have time, both of us.
I'm not opposed to finding no PC, right? I want to know if you can truly link them or not. You know, I'll give you a day, come back tomorrow and see what else you have. If you have nothing else, then we'll go from there. Sure.
Full-blown hearing for PC. They could
Take
always
a look, please give everything that you have access to, give it to counsel so he can take a look as well. You can take a look at any kind of videos, you know, take a look and we'll see. I mean, all we have now, he's wearing a hoodie, he's wearing pants.
And then they found clothing with the back.
Judge, they could always refile this. They don't have to dismiss it. They could always refile. Even if
You're springing it, I mean,
not springing it, it's no OR.
I'm gonna give them a day. I mean, he's not going anywhere anyways.
Okay, fair enough.
Let the bird have upstairs. He's stuck here regardless. So I want to make a decision. So.
Fair enough, Judge, fair enough. Is there a certain time you want the hearing?
Whenever you want.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate it, Judge. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Gracias. Hasta luego.
See if you see anything else. Right now, I'm sorry, you know,
Okay, thank you, Judge.
hey, we're done?
Now, you can release them.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Tichy, what happened? Come on up, of course. Are you okay with whatever?
I am, Your Honor. I didn't think that, that's what happened.
What's the matter?
Judge, I have relied on my client's word and that I have been telling the court and the prosecutor that she was on her way, that she's here, that she's coming, that she's done the BIP class. She is only now telling me, and I've shown the prosecutor, that she enrolled in the BIP class today. So I'm trying.
Today? What? Okay, no.
Judge, if I were allowed to yell right now.
I know.
And so Judge,
And
I've
look-
asked her point blank, yes or no. She now says she's taking the class and all she's worried about now is if you're going to arrest her. I've told her not to worry about that to get here. She simply refuses. I have a client waiting in court 12.
I'm revoking her bond.
May I withdraw? Thank you.
Okay. Hey, tell me, what's going on? Okay.
252-7726.
What is it? 2252?
7726.
On Bennett? Okay.
So, Your Honor, the state has been trying to get in contact with the CW since he doesn't have a phone And so they had tried to do it by email. He hadn't responded to the email. My understanding is they were gonna get an investigator to locate the complainant, and I guess it's still in progress.
That's correct, Judge. I'm gonna swing by our state office today and see if there's been any updates on it. Nothing in the minutes.
What do you guys want?
Sorry,
What do you want?
there's something for a little kid when he says, make a final determination on whether this is going to be done or not. We did make contact at one point with the hospital and it did mention that. So it's expected.
I mean,
Or get in contact with the complainant.
the case is, how old is this case? The case is from September of 2024, you know?
Yes, we have.
Yes, we just want confirmation.
I'll give you till Monday.
He's unable to find her.
You have until Monday. If you don't have it by Monday, just, that's it. Okay? All right, of course.
Judge, may I reapproach on that, Mr. Castillo?
On who?
On the hearing tomorrow, Mr. Ignacio Castillo.
Okay.
Judge, just to be honest with you, I'm a little confused as to what kind of hearing it is tomorrow, but the more I think about it, it's like if it's an actual hearing on the record and we're trying to figure out what's going on, I mean, do I have a right to subpoena some of these people to come and testify regarding this or?
Well, then if you're gonna start subpoenaing people, I have to give them 2 weeks.
Right. We're gonna have a hearing on the
I was
record.
just gonna, if there's video, they're saying surveillance, and make sure that there is another person there, that, because
Using the minutes in the offense report, which are those sworn statements, would be enough to establish probable cause. So I don't think we need to subpoena anybody who's going to be here.
Which we've already done right now, so I don't understand what the hearing for tomorrow is gonna be different.
I think more to the point, we just need time to further review the OR so tomorrow, because it is 8 pages and there's a lot more details that we need just some time to review, just to further determine whether probable cause. So just tomorrow, we can revisit this and we have a full understanding of the OR.
Okay, so we would be hearing stuff, but I don't have a right
we're
to.
just, I'm giving them a little bit of time until tomorrow. That's
Okay.
Ricardo.
Okay, I'm just thrown off when we talk about hearings. It's like, okay, are we gonna be on the record? What are we doing?
I hadn't planned on it. If you want it on the record, we can.
No, can I talk to Richard, see if we could work this out? Right, I mean, because like if we're gonna roll it, I mean, I want to subpoena some people.
Leave today, given I need to look at this more. It's kind of the first I'm seeing of it. I'm not in a position to complete it today, just given.
No, not plead it. I mean, just look at it, see if you think you have probable cause to.
Okay, I mean.
If that's what we're asking for, let's talk about it. Let's talk. about it.
I gotta roll, Ricardo.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go. Can't just sit here and wait.
Well, if that's the
an
case,
hour,
if that's
45
the case,
minutes.
can we set it for a real hearing and also subpoena people 2 weeks out? Let's do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's pick a day. Let's pick a day.
Sure.
Let's see. Ignacio Castillo, CAS.
Bond condition.
Let's do, we are at the 12th.
But they were getting filed, so you know when to come in? Okay.
Yeah, I'll subpoena them.
That's it though, right? That's it? Okay.
Can we do the 28th?
Whatever day you want. Oh, any day but
27th, I'm sorry, I got the wrong one.
That's the day.
Oh. Week after.
you.